Look, I know there is a Metal Gear 3 remake coming soon, but honestly, out of sheer disinterest, I haven't been following its development at all. The original game still provides an outstanding gaming experience today in terms of graphics, gameplay, story, and voice acting. Yes, even the graphics hold up. Despite being a product of a 20-year-old technology, it's still perfectly cinematic. So therefore, this game actually doesn't need a remake, and I did not need one either, to be honest. Unlike a certain game that, apart from its atmosphere and story, hasn't aged really well. Maybe you know it. Its name starts with S and ends with Island Hill 2, and based on that gameplay preview of this particular game, that preview exceeded all my expectations for Konami, even though it divided the audience of the internet. Metal Gear 3 Delta, however, could be a different story, and here is why. First of all, a small note on the otherwise justifiably obvious question. Why not a Metal Gear 1 remake? Well, we don't agree on which console is the best in the world, nor on politics, or whether Pepsi or Coke is better, but one thing is certain for all of us. Konami is the laziest and most money-hungry game developer and publisher in the world. Naturally, Metal Gear 3 was one of the best-selling original games, just like Silent Hill 2. But let's look on the bright side. We are dealing with their intellectual properties meaningfully, at least finally. What first comes to my mind from the trailer is, hey, did the voice actors return? But like 20 seconds later, no, it's the original audio. Then it becomes obvious in the cutscenes as well that these are the exact same scenes from Snake Eater. Hey, don't stone me, I said I haven't followed the news so far. It also becomes clear that most of the basic animations and gameplay are also the same as the original games, with a fewer smoother animations added where it's needed, obviously. Of course, this means that the facial animations are not the most convincing here and there. Look, I don't care that it won't be a 2025 quality, but it has to be mentioned because it was very noticeable. However, the graphics in general are outstanding, though you can surely find more beautiful games from the previous years. Which means the elitists will especially criticize it since it will be a next-gen only game, or current-gen, or call it what you want. It's still next-gen for me because I haven't found the motivation to buy a PS5. So back to the point. Metal Gear Delta seems like a strange mix between a remake and a remaster. Now because of that, here is a funny theory. I think this will be the game where those who complained about the Silent Hill 2 remake seemingly taking too much liberty in terms of innovation will now be upset that it's just a one-to-one remake, and not even that beautiful because of that. However, I think if it doesn't have crazy bugs and they don't drastically alter the gameplay to detriment of the classic experience, or even if it just retains the original gameplay or offers the Metal Gear 5 gameplay experience, it could be a perfect Metal Gear 3 remake that I will confidently recommend to those who have never played the original. Looking at the game's website, it is clear that it was the developer's aim exactly. This is the original game with minimal innovations where that is required by current standards. Just look at all these details. Another big plus is that alongside a new third-person camera angle, the original camera system is also included in the remake. Very nicely done. Something I would only wish for a Resident Evil 1 remake, or any Resident Evil remake for that matter. I know, this is already my third game news video in a row. I'm working on a new video as well, really I am. Another 10 PS2 horror games you haven't heard of. Which is on the way, I promise. Just let your guy be lazy for the past 3 weeks. I was Gabe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, keep gaming.